Good Sunday, y'all. No, Saturday. It's 11. I'm behind schedule. Terry's coming at noon for lunch, but it doesn't have to be done just then. I don't know what's going on with my left leg. It's miserable. I have got an cream patch on my hip, one on my knee, one on top of my foot. If I'd have had enough of them, I would have wrapped them around my leg like an ace bandage. So I don't know what's going on, y'all, but it was, I couldn't even sleep hardly. I was just tossing and turning and tossing and turning. And now I'm going to tell you, quite a while back, I got some pot for pain. When my back was like really bothering me. Now, I don't know if there's a shelf life to that stuff or what. I have taken Anacin, Motrin, Votalarin, whatever this is, stuff right here. It's not touching it. It's achy and throbby and and we're gonna burn our coconut oil here. Good thing that has a high temperature. Does this look like wide angle to y'all? Is it like getting more picture in? I don't know. Anyway, I was gonna make potato soup today, and I still am. I was gonna do it in my Instant Pot. But then when I started looking at the stuff that I have to go in here, it's like I had to go with my other little pot over there. And it's not very much bigger. So I'm going to make it in this pot. And it's not going to take any longer, y'all. Okay, by the time it gets up to pressure, my potatoes will be cooking. Now, this recipe, and I'm always changing stuff up. I'm gonna get a tripod that I can manage better. But onion, chicken broth, carrots. Now, when a recipe says 1 large carrot, I'm like, what's the point? Oh, holy moly. All right, y'all. I better turn this fan on. So I don't know, there's probably 3 carrots in there. Oh, I love the smell of cooking onion. And I'm putting in a sweet potato. You know, I can hardly ever do things exactly. Do I have oppositional defiant disorder? I don't know. I might. I don't know. Maybe. Okay, so I'm going to do carrots and sweet potato, onion, chicken broth, and this recipe called for a can of cream of chicken mushroom soup. So I don't know if I'm going to put all that in there or not. Oh, and I hope I don't forget my potatoes. That would be good. Terry wouldn't care. He'd eat it anyway. Y'all, I'm sorry. My leg is, I don't know how you guys with chronic pain do it, But I can tell you right here in Southern California, well, in California period, where pot is legal, I would, if it helped, I'd be doing it. Because, I mean, like right now, from the top of my hip, all the way down, my knee, my shin, my ankle, the top of my foot, the bottom of my foot. It's crazy. I think I might have turned that down a little too much. Now, there we go. Now I'm going to cook my sweet potatoes and my carrots a little bit first before I put in my potatoes because, you know, they take longer to cook. I put a little coconut oil in my pan so I can saute my onion. I'm going to try to remember to add a picture or two onto this video. While I was cutting up my potatoes, I nearly sliced the end of my thumb off. It's too hot in here. Let me turn the ceiling fan on. Woo! Sorry, y'all. I think I need to drink something. And yes, I have been drinking more water and Gatorade. One of y'all said that I need to get like this little Brita water strainer, purifier, whatever it is. Isn't even any good. And that I need a Berkey. Well, let me tell y'all. Berkey stuff, I mean, it is so expensive. I'd have to sell the van. I mean, it'd be one or the other. So that's not happening. I have to have my water cold. Now, while we're waiting on that, my sheriff that keeps an eye on stuff sent me a screenshot of a comment that somebody made. Thank you, Vi. That I make too many videos, that I'm trying to act like a teenage starlet, which is not appropriate for my age. What else did she say? You know what, though? I'm going to tell you. I'm sorry, y'all. This pan is metal and so's the spoon. It didn't make me mad. I read it, and then I read it again, and it's so funny. The sheriff said, I think Vi's going through menopause. Well, she's probably been through menopause a long time ago, just like me. But, you know, I started thinking about what she said. And, I think there's a lot of truth in that. I am silly. I do make too many videos. Now, I don't know about the trying to act like a teenage starlet. Is this it? I don't know. But you know, Vi, the thing is, sweetie, with everything you said, if you are subscribed, you probably need to unsubscribe and stop watching the videos, because this is just the way I am, and it's not going to change. It's been this way for many, many decades, okay? So I wasn't offended. My feelings weren't hurt. And at first I thought, you know, she's got a lot of good points. And I had just done a video on doing fewer videos. And because I'm always so behind on them, and that's why I've been putting so many out. I'm trying to get caught up. I'm trying to unbutton my shirt with, there we go. It's warm. And, but then I thought, to change that, I would have to be trying. I mean, I can make fewer videos. I just have to quit talking to y'all so much. But to act differently and stop being silly, I can't do that. That's just me. Like maybe you acting like a real grandma. That's just you. You couldn't be fun-loving and crazy and silly if you had to. And I'm not going to criticize you for that, sweetie. I mean, what? It's not my business anyway. I did ask y'all, though, in all fairness, you guys, I asked you for your opinion. And she gave it. And she was not disrespectful. So I appreciate that. Hang on, I'm going to add some liquid to this pot. There we go. I'm going to bring that up to a good boil. But I don't want y'all to be, you know, upset or anything. Because y'all know I want your opinion. I want you to tell me what you think, how you feel. And she was respectful. She didn't say, hey, you old ugly hag. She didn't say that. So I appreciate your input, and I respect your opinion and, you know, how you feel about things. I've got my broth in here, y'all, and now I'm putting my potatoes and my sweet potatoes and my carrots in here. This is going to be a lot of soup, y'all. That does look like it's taking in more in the picture, doesn't it? Of course, I'm crooked. But, so y'all, I just can't be any different than I am, because then I'd be somebody else. And who would I be? I mean, I don't know. When people say, oh, I wasn't feeling myself, well, who were you feeling like? If you had known me when I was growing up, I was sarcastic. I joked around constantly. You had to know me, or you could get your feelings hurt, because, you know, words came out of my mouth before they went through my brain, or they went through the brain so fast it wasn't processed. But people that knew me, my friends and stuff, they just blew me off. They knew that's the way I was. I was always kidding. In fact, sometimes they would say, Debrajoy, are you being serious about that? You need to tell us when you're serious. So I really had a habit of saying, okay, now I'm serious about this. I'm not kidding. And that's the only way they knew that I was not joking. I always got in trouble in school for being silly, for talking, disrupting the class, not being still. I'm really no different now, except that my energy level has gone down. I'm not as smart as I used to be. And I'm definitely physically not what I used to be. But in my head, I'm still goofy, I'm still crazy, I'm still sarcastic, I'm silly, I like to have fun. So I hope that kind of explains that to a few of y'all that feel the same way she does. And I respect that. It doesn't bother me. I am comfortable with who I am. You know, now if I started cursing like a sailor, flipping people off, going down the road, you would know I had gone around the bend. That something was wrong with me. I didn't feel like cursing this morning when my leg was giving me such a hard time. I just kept moving it, and putting pillows between my knees and sitting up, laying down. You know how that is when you're just searching for relief and nothing will give it to you? I didn't feel like cursing. I felt like crying. But I didn't. But, y'all tell me, that takes in more, doesn't it? Now, is that doing the selfie thing again? No, it isn't. No, because I'm on the right side of my refrigerator, just like I'm supposed to be. Okay, that's a good thing. I can turn this annoying fan off. Yeah, look at that, y'all. It's from my window all the way across. Oh, howdy doody. I'm going to tell y'all, I'm not telling you another thing in this video. That's 18 minutes. I'll show you when things are really going with this potato soup or when it's done and I get it plated up for Terry. Sorry I went so long, y'all. And I love you. You're important to me. You know that. And I don't care what you think. I don't care what your opinion is. I don't care if you're gay. I don't care if you're bisexual. I don't care if you're transgender. I don't care if you're black or white or yellow or brown. It does not matter to me. You're all important. Every single one of you. And I do wish that there was a way on YouTube that you could send me pictures. But no, I am not going to do Facebook. I'm sorry, I hate Facebook. I never really did Facebook. But anyway, I wish I could see what each and every one of y'all looks like. And now that I have a mailbox, if you have any like real pictures of yourself, you could send me one. And that would be awesome. So, I'm going to let y'all go now and finish this soup. It's 11:30. Terry's usually late anyway. I'll talk to y'all later. Do something fun today. Bye now.